Lesson 7.4, Identify Parts of Expressions, can be found on page 273 of your big book. Our essential question, how can you describe the parts of an expression? Unlock the problem. At a gardening store, seed packets cost $2 each. Martin bought 6 packets of lettuce seeds, 7 packets of pea seeds. The expression 2 for the $2 times the quantity 6 plus 7 represents the cost in dollars of Martin's seeds. Identify the parts of the expression, then write a word expression for basically this mathematical sentence, 2 times the quantity 6 plus 7. All right, so we're going to describe the parts of the expression. So we're going to identify the operations in the expression. Remember, there's only 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. All right, so we have multiplication and addition. And then we're going to describe the part of the expression in parentheses and tell what it represents. The part in parentheses shows the sum, because we're adding, the sum of 6 and 7. That's what's happening in the parentheses, the sum of 6 and 7. The sum represents the number of packets of seeds, right? Some of them are lettuce seeds, and some of them are pea seeds. All right, now we're going to describe the multiplication and tell what it represents. All right, 1 factor is 2. So this is 1 factor right here, that 2. The other factor is the sum of 6 and 7. So this is another factor. The product represents the cost per packet. The cost, which was $2 per packet, times the number of packets. So this is the cost. So here is our cost. This is the number of packets. Some are lettuce, some are pea pods, or pea seeds, sorry. All right. So a word expression for 2 times the quantity 6 plus 7 is the product, because that's what this is. This is multiplication. The product of 2 and the sum of 6 and 7. The product of 2 and the sum of 6 plus 7. All right, perfect. Okay, so how does the expression 2 times the sum of 6 and 7 and 2 times 6 plus 7, how are they different? How do these two sentences, they look very similar, don't they? But they are different. There's a critical difference with these parentheses. This means you have to do this operation first, according to order of operations. So, so you would get a very different outcome, because this is 2 times 6 plus the quantity 6 plus 7, so that's really 2 times 13, which is 26. Over here, you have 2 times 6, which is 12 plus 7. Pardon me. So you end up with 19. So order matters. When you see parentheses, that's important. So this kid, when they went to buy their seeds, they didn't spend $19. They spent $26. Order matters. All right. So in this first expression, the parentheses change the order of operations. Which in turn changes the outcome or the solution. All right. So now, see, there's a period here and a period here. That means we're doing two things here. Let's do the second half then. Then write a word expression for 2 times 6 plus 7. So we would probably write that 7 more than the product of 2 and 6. That's how I would write it. 7 more than the product of this, because this has to happen first, according to order of operations. We're multiplying first. All right, let's turn the page. All right, on the back side, we're starting off with a little bit of vocabulary here. The terms of an expression are the parts of the expression that are separated by an addition or subtraction sign. Okay? A coefficient is a number that's multiplied by a variable. All right, so they have an example here with both of those. This is a term separated by this addition sign, and this is a term. There we go. So there's 2 terms here. The expression has 2 terms, 4k and 5. The coefficient of the term 4k is 4. So a coefficient is a number that's being multiplied against a variable. Okay, and this k represents a variable. All right, identify the parts of the expression, then write a word expression for the algebraic expression. Phew, that's a lot of expressions in that 2 sentences. All right, here we go. We have 2x plus 8. There's our expression. It's an algebraic expression. It's algebraic because there's a variable in it. It would be a numerical expression if it only had numbers. Identify the terms in the expression. All right, so the expression is the sum of how many terms do we have here? There are 2 terms here. 1, 2. The terms are 2x and 8. Now we're going to describe the first term. The first term is the product of the coefficient 2 and the variable x. The product meaning they're being multiplied together. So 2 and x are being multiplied. Now describe the second term. The second term is the number 8. That's it. It's a constant. It doesn't change. It's just a number. All right. A word expression for 2x plus 8 is 8 more than the product, because we're multiplying the 2 and the x, of 2 and x. That's how we would write that out. All right. Identify the terms in the expression. So, oh, sorry, we got a new, I've wondered what they were talking about. Okay, so we got a new expression here. All right, the expression is this is the difference this time. This is not the sum. We've got subtraction going on. The difference of two terms. These are the two terms being subtracted. The terms are 3a, that's our first term. Second term is 4b. Okay, so now describe the first term. The first term is the product of the coefficient. Is that what they want us to write here, do you think? The coefficient 3 and the variable, yeah. So the coefficient 3 is a coefficient, and the variable a. The second term is the product of the coefficient 4 and the variable b. A word expression for the algebraic expression is the difference of 3 times a and 4 times b. Because a coefficient and a variable next to each other, like this 3a, and then again this 4b, multiplication is what's happening there. Identify the parts of the expression, then write a word expression for the numerical or algebraic expression. All right, so we have 7 times the quantity 9 minus 4. All right, so the part in parentheses shows the difference, because we're subtracting, of 9 and 4. So we always, if there's parentheses, that's what we do first, the difference of 9 and 4. One factor of the multiplication is 7. This is one factor. This is the other factor. These are not terms. Terms are separated by addition and subtraction. These are factors, the two pieces of a multiplication problem. All right, so now we're going to write it as a word expression. So it's the product. We're going to start out with the product of, let's see, 7 and the difference, because I'm using all these words that I've come up with up here, the difference of 9 and 4. All right. So let's do this one real quick. We have two terms here because we have addition in the middle, so we have two terms. We have 5 times m and 2 times n. So I would write this, how would I write this? The sum, so we know it's the sum, so we'll start there. The sum of, let's see, 5 times m and 2 times n. All right, good luck. Let's take a look at our notes real quick here. All right, so our notes are kind of elaborate this go around. Okay, so we have terms are part of an expression that are separated by an addition or subtraction sign. So I'm going to add to that factors. Factors are the parts of a multiplication problem. All right, parts of the terms. We have a coefficient. I should change this, or factors. All right. The coefficient is the number multiplied by a variable. So right here we have a coefficient. The variable is the letter representing a number or a set of numbers. There's our variables. These are our coefficients. A constant is a number that doesn't change, and this is a constant out here. Okay, so this is a term because it's separated by addition. These are terms. There's 3 terms in this because they're separated by a subtraction and an addition sign. All right, good luck.